In this video, I am going to be sharing with you guys my wash and go routine for my type 4 hair to get super definition. Hey loves, it's Angelica aka Angie B and welcome back to my channel. As I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a wash and go, as if anyone actually washes and goes. But I'm going to be sharing my routine for you. I'm going to do it voiceover style so I can give you actual tips and not forget anything. So make sure you listen and concentrate all the way through because I'm going to be sharing all my different techniques, starting from how I deep condition my hair, how I actually apply the products to make sure I get the most kind of definition. Because if you guys have been natural like me and you're still kind of getting the hang of things, then you might even start to think maybe my hair is just frizzy and it does not get defined, because I was in that box for a very long time. I could not figure out how to get my hair like this, and if it looked semi close to this, it would last for like one day and then it would be over. This lasts me like 10 days. So if you guys want to know how to achieve this kind of look, my hair is still wet as you guys can see, it's not completely dry, then keep watching. I hope you enjoy this. Let's get straight to it. So I'm starting with freshly washed hair in these twists. I use the Brazilian Keratin Smoothing Therapy Shampoo and the Shea Moisture Deep Hydration Intensive Mask, which is my favorite. It is super thick and it makes my hair so soft and defined. This was a shampoo day, so I didn't use rice water. I'm just using regular water in my hair. And if you've watched my deep conditioning routine, you know that by the time I'm done, my hair is always in these twists. And I always make them nice and smooth because it minimizes the amount of frizz, because if you have type 4 hair, you know frizz comes up everywhere. So I'm starting with the back section and there's 4 twists in the back, so I'm going to clip up one side and start with the other side. So this is the side I'm clipping up for now, and we are starting with this side. So my first section is the one twist. I'm going to link my deep conditioning routine video in the description box and at the end of the video if you want to know why I always keep my hair in twists. But as you guys can see, my hair already has a slight bit of definition. So now we're going to spray some water, just plain water, and then use the coconut and hibiscus curl and shine conditioner, the Olive Miracle Growth Oil, the Curl Enhancing Smoothie, and Eco Styler Gel. These are the products I need. Sometimes I only use 2 of these products, like the smoothie and the gel, but on a day when I want my curls to last all week, I use most of these products. So I start by saturating my hair with the water. Although my hair is still damp, it has got quite dry, and when I want less frizz, I have to make sure my hair is as wet as possible without being like dripping everywhere. So I saturate my hair and I just kind of finger detangle a little bit, and then I move on to my wide tooth comb. But before that, we are going to put in some curl and shine conditioner. This is just regular conditioner, but I'm using it as a leave-in because it just works so well for my hair. I have very thick hair, so it doesn't weigh my hair down or anything like that. So if you'd like to use a leave-in in this step, you can go ahead and use whatever leave-in you like. So I always start by the ends and I work my way up to the roots, and I start by finger detangling. This is what I meant to say. And then I go in with my wide tooth comb. By the way, at any point, if you see me laughing, I was watching a funny interview on my phone. So I'm not crazy. I was just laughing. So once that's detangled, I decided I actually needed a little bit more conditioner. So I went ahead and added a little bit more and worked that in again from the ends to the roots. And then just to push everything in well and to have my hair super detangled, I go ahead and use my Tango Teaser. And the reason I do this is because once I do this, my wash day lasts for the whole week and I don't have to wash my hair again. So over that conditioner, I put the oil. So it's basically like the LOC method. So after I've worked the oil in, I go ahead and comb that through as well because I like my products to be well mixed and incorporated with each other. Then we move on to the cream, which is the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. This is like the OG. Most people know this. It's awesome. But a little goes a long way because I have very thick hair, so this actually works the opposite for me. I try not to use too much because not that it doesn't add definition, it does add a lot of definition, but it makes my hair take forever to dry because I have a lot of hair. So I try not to use too much of this. So if you have very fine hair, also be careful to just use a little bit of this product. A little goes a long way. So again, I take my curl enhancing smoothie, and as you guys can see, I'm kind of holding it taut because this is where I don't want any more frizz, and when I hold it like this, I find that it gives me the best definition while it's time to add the gel. So I start with the ends, as you guys can see, and you can see instantly the definition starts to spring up, and then I work my way to the roots. Now if I had a lot more gel, I would put even more gel at my roots, but I was just kind of running out. I'm just letting you know so that if you're doing this yourself, I would advise that you put more gel in the root area, unless you want more definition and you want like a little frizz in the roots, especially if you have finer hair, then you can do that. So first off, I start by raking my fingers through it, and you guys can see the curls are just nicely defining. And I mainly use my fingers for this part, and I use the prayer hands motion down my hair a couple times, and this just makes sure that all the product is like mashed together, and it helps my curls clump together, as you guys can see. And if I was using more gel, again, it would have been less frizzy than this. I went ahead and put a little bit more gel, but you know, your girl was struggling to make sure this gel reached the entire head. So as you guys can see, I just let the curls hang, but any pieces that are like too frizzy or are not defining as much as I want, I just rake my fingers more again and just kind of pull my fingers down each curl, like not my whole head, just a couple curls like this. As you guys can see, I'm separating them individually because I want them to dry nicely, and I just smooth my fingers down any like random curls that may be too frizzy, and then I will start to move on to the next section. So as you guys can see, I was trying to be as detailed as I could on this specific piece so that when I move on to the rest, I can just kind of speed through it and you know exactly what I'm doing. So I went ahead, and so this is similar to the shingling method, although it's not exactly that, but when you're fighting with your gel, this is the best option. So now I'm just moving on to the next section, and I'll basically be doing this exact same thing to every single section. So enjoy. I'm going to be back to explain what I do on the front section because it is just slightly different. Okay, so now we are in the front section. If you guys would notice, my curl pattern is slightly looser in the front, just naturally, like quite a big piece of the front of my hair is pretty different. So in the front, I kind of take smaller sections. Because my curls are looser in the front, it's easier for it to frizz up. So I try and take smaller sections, and I focus more on kind of shingling and making sure every piece is nicely curled in the front. And I curl this in the direction of the front of my forehead, like I'm gonna do curly bangs. And I just like my hair to dry like this because it's easy to style and it helps with the volume. So I basically did what I did to every single section, except anything that needs a little twirling, just a little help to get a little more curly. This is what I do in the front. This is not heat damage, as you will see. It's just a looser pattern in the front. I'm pretty sure most naturals can relate to this. We have 2 or 3 different textures in our heads. So this is the last piece, and it looked so good. I loved how this turned out. This is like a more voluminous one. It wasn't dry at this point, but it looked so good. I was so happy with how it turned out. So if you guys like this, if you'd like more curly routines or hairstyling videos or anything like that, you guys can let me know, and I'm definitely going to make more of them. And as you guys can see, this is what it turned out like. It is still damp. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please suggest anything else you'd like to see in the comment section below. Also, let me know what your favorite product for defining your hair is, because I am always on the lookout for better products, and I'm sure everyone else in the comments would also like to know what products are good for defining hair and not using so many different ones. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to subscribe to this channel and you didn't in the beginning, hit my face on the screen right there, and also watch the 2 videos on the side of the screen right here. If you'd like to watch any of my older videos, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.